I'm keeping to my promise and I'm gonna be vlogging as I've said on my Instagram stories. So I thought today it is now 11:35. I've been doing some work for a couple of hours. I'm actually doing some grocery shopping. I don't know how much of that you saw, but I'm looking for some coffee pods, which is a necessity. But now I'm going to take a break from work and online food shopping to do some recipe testing. And I am currently working on, well, I've been working on this for a while. I just haven't published it because kind of been lazy to whip out the camera to shoot. But it is for chocolate chip cookies, which, okay, everyone's got a chocolate chip cookie recipe, but these ones are no chill, meaning that you can make them right now, chuck them in the oven right now, and they'll be ready in under 30 minutes. So it's 11:37 now. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, so I've done most of the mixing in the stand mixer, and to be quite honest, I don't really like using it if I don't need to. But for these cookies, they do make a significant difference because I find that mixing like the cookie dough part, like the butter and the sugars by hand, you just don't get that really nice light fluffy texture unless you're whipping it really hard. So now I'm just gonna mix the dry mixture and the wet together, so like the flour mix with the egg and sugar and butter, but I usually remove it off the stand mixer after a couple of rounds, just because, like with any cake or cookie dough, cake batter or cookie dough, you don't want to overmix it. Otherwise, the cookies kind of either spread a little too much, become a little bit gummy. They just don't have that great texture. So I'm just gonna give this a little bit more of a mix. Now we add the chocolate chips. So this is a PSA for Costco. So I've got a Costco membership, and there's two reasons why I go there. The first one is the paper towel. I think Costco does the best paper towel. It is so absorbent. Honestly, I would get my membership, renew my membership just for that. But also one other thing, which is these chocolate chips. These are 2 kilograms, so 4.5 pounds. Semi-sweet, so not super sweet, not super dark, but they are so affordable. They taste really, really good, and they're great for baking. And I think during the time when I was doing a lot of dessert recipe testing, I would go through, I'd say like 6 or 7 bags, more than that, in a year, and supplemented with grocery store chocolate chips that like my everyday grocery store would stock. So if you've got a Costco near you, I would recommend signing up just for the paper towel and the chocolate chips. All right, I'm gonna add these to the cookies now. Okay, I'm temporarily interrupting the cookie baking to give one of my favorite tips. And it is, when you're baking cookies, use a pizza tray. And I know that sounds really weird because they're usually made for one thing, which is to make pizzas. But they put these holes there so when you cook a pizza on here, it keeps it really crispy. So when I bake cookies, I actually like to bake it on top of these because I find that they bake a little bit more evenly, they're more sturdy at the bottom, and yeah, you don't have to risk it like kind of falling apart or sinking in the middle. So that's a little trick for you. Okay, so I'm just forming the cookies now, and to be honest, I don't think that they've got enough chocolate chips in them, so I'm just gonna add a bit more. Because I'm the kind of person with my chocolate chip cookies, I need to have mouthfuls of chocolate in every bite. Otherwise, it's just a plain cookie. So I'll show you before I put them in the oven. Okay, the first batch is going in. I'm only doing 4 because I hate it when the cookies spread so much that they stick to one another. So this way you're guaranteed that it won't happen. Okay, so the cookies have been baked. I actually went and did a workout in the small home gym, which is just like a bunch of strength equipment. I'll show you that a bit later, but I'm gonna have some lunch now. Before I eat one of the cookies, I'm actually gonna eat some chicken that I've prepped, and it is a twist of the air fried chicken breast that's on my website, so I will link it in the comments below. Okay, so I've just had my lunch, which was that chicken, which was really good, by the way, but obviously not going to compare to a cookie, which is what you saw me baking earlier. So when I make my desserts, if it's something that I make all the time, I would probably have like a little bit of it, but not too much because I already know what it tastes like. Or if it's something that I need to do for work, I'm not going to be like, oh sweet, I'm just going to eat it all because it's probably not what I've been sort of craving or what I really want. But I've been in just such a cookie mood the last week or so that I'm like, you know what? I feel like making this and I feel like eating it, and it's not needed for work or for the website or anything. It's just because I want them. So this is the cookie. I'll see if I can do one of those really cool sort of like breaking shots that I do on Instagram with an iPhone, but not with a vlogging camera. So let's see if it does it justice. Ooh, you can kind of see it. Oh, so I baked it about an hour and 15 minutes ago, and it's still really gooey. Oh, that was a really bad chocolate pull, but oh, it's going everywhere. Sorry, that probably looked really gross, but I couldn't waste it. So let's do the official taste test. My puppy's just sitting under my chair, hoping that he can get a couple of crumbs. Okay. I actually posted this on my Instagram a little bit ago, but I'm going to share this recipe just on YouTube. So just for you guys that are watching this, having to suffer watching all that stuff before, you can have this recipe, and trust me, it is going to be one of your go-to chocolate chip cookie recipes you'll ever make, because no chill time, basic ingredients. So you got your basic sugars, butter, egg, no milk, just some flour and chocolate chips. Like that is it. And the texture, it's like crisp around the edges, super like sort of soft in the middle, but not so soft that it kind of falls apart, which I feel like happens with a lot of cookie recipes. And I reckon that comes down to my secret trick of using a pizza tray that has the holes on it, not just a circular baking pan. I don't think that will make much of a difference, but this is good. I'm gonna polish it off. Okay, so now it is almost 5. I've done all my work that I needed to do. I didn't film any of it because I don't think you want to see me writing. I literally wrote for a bunch, like 3 or 4 hours, but now we are going to take Cupie for a walk and I'm going to bring this camera out. Alright, back from the walk. I just realized I say alright before I film something new every time, so I just got back from the walk and I'm gonna stop saying alright. It's 5:15-ish, so gonna chill, make a bit of dinner soon, and I don't think I'll film anything, but I'll cut it off here, and if I do, I will, and if not, I will film tomorrow. Cupie! This little one is a little bit puffed out. Hello, boy. Bit shy? Good morning. I've been up now for about an hour and a half, so it's like 8 o'clock. So when I get up, the first thing I do is have some water. Oh, got a little excited puppy here. Have some water, then I go on my standing desk. Hello, smile. Hello, hello, hello. And I do about an hour and a half of work while I walk on the treadmill, and it's not really for exercise, but I'm gonna explain it later. I'm just gonna take him for a walk and I'll sit down and explain the magic of the walking desk, which is not so much for exercise, but for productivity. So took Cupie for a walk and now took a shower, got changed, and actually heading into the city. So because I live like 10-minute drive from the city, it's not really worth my while to drive into it and park there and try and find parking. Like I guess with any sort of metropolitan city, it is such a pain to sort of do that. So I am just, where I live, I'm really lucky that I've got tram and train and stuff. So I'm actually gonna jump on a train and go to the city and actually do some work today from a coffee shop, because I get super distracted at home, and which is also sort of why that we have a new studio slash house that's not far, I mean an hour and a half away from where my home is, yeah, to sort of boost productivity. Went and did a quick grocery run for dinner tonight. I kind of feel like having like burgers. The weather's really warm, but kind of not going to use the grill because can't really be bothered whipping it out. So I'm just going to do it on the stovetop, but at the end of the day, they're still burgers. So just did a quick little grocery run and got a few little things that I'd just show you. This is for the healthy burgers recipe on my website, but not sure how healthy they're going to be after I add a few little fun ingredients and my favorite thing, which are brioche buns. This is actually a different brand. I've never tried this one before, but it's by... So I went to the Coles, which is like one of the Australian sort of like major grocery stores. But it's by Laurent, which is a really, genuinely quite a nice bakery. And they're in Coles now with burger buns. So we will see how they go, but it's always a plus with burgers. Got like tomatoes. So you always need tomatoes on a burger. And obviously the ground beef. The healthy burgers that I use is ground beef, but I also have a recipe for ground chicken burgers, which are really, really good, and air fryer turkey burgers, which are really good too. I've also got lamb burgers and Wagyu. Oh, I've got a lot of burgers on my website, but we're making the healthy one. I also got... Actually, first I went with my friend to Officeworks, which is like a stationery / computer store, to get an SD card, because the one that I'm using to film this right now is really small, so I can only get like 30 minutes of filming on it. But this one, I should probably get like 30 minutes times like 5. 3 5s are 15, 150 minutes, so like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I think that's right. My maths is really bad. Maths was my worst subject at school. And as an impulse buy, can't believe I got these, but I saw these in the bread section. So my friends all know that I love Vegemite. It's one of my favorite things to eat ever. I love it on toast with like avocado, or just on toast by itself. And I saw that they made these bagels, which are limited edition Vegemite and cheese ones. So I don't know if like the bagel is flavored with Vegemite. I'll make sure to do a taste test tomorrow when I have them. I don't think I definitely won't have it now. I have spoiled my dinner appetite, but yeah, that was I wouldn't even call it a grocery haul, because it's just kind of what I wanted for dinner tonight. So let's make the burgers. And I'm actually going to change the SD card, because I don't think this will last. So stay tuned. So, I usually like a toasted bun, but the key with brioche buns is actually to, oh, you can hear the little puppy. The key is to actually microwave them for 30 seconds with a paper towel on top, and they give it that really fluffy, let's be honest, oh, Hughie, McDonald's like burger bun. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, he's hungry, he can smell the burgers. I am gonna sign off for today. Oh, and Cupie wants to join in. But I will film again tomorrow when we go to the new studio/house. Oh. So I'm currently driving on my way down to the Mornington Peninsula. The Big Man's World has their office/house/studio. I'm gonna go now and take some measurements so we know what we need to move in when we get the keys to it, which is in under 3 or 4 weeks. Like I mentioned in my Instagram video, it's about an hour and a half away, which is really good because we can go there and work and not have distractions and can come back home and be distracted, I guess. You might hear Cupie in the background. He hasn't been in a car in a while, so he's just getting used to it again. But if you hear a little screech or a squeal, it is him. And once we get into like the peninsula, it's really pretty, so we'll get some shots of that. But yeah, I'll make sure to bring the camera and show you what the studio/house is going to look like. Well, it's actually there's people still living in it, so it's gonna have like their furniture and stuff, but I can sort of show you like the kitchen and what sort of they've styled it like, but we'll do it a little bit different. So yeah, let's go. Not too far to go. Just finished checking out the new place, which thanks to some amazing editing you'll see a little bit of it, which I just filmed it on my iPhone because I didn't want to be bringing the vlogging camera being like, okay, hi to the real estate agent. And it was so nice, as you can kind of see, but obviously all that furniture and stuff is not going to be there, but it gives us a really good sort of frame of what we want. Like, as you saw, the house is really big and white, I think is sort of the theme, so we'll probably base it around that. Like, I'm thinking like maybe like grey couch. The kitchen, gonna keep it sort of as it is because that's gonna be really good for filming, like, you know, all the reels that you guys see. It looks a lot nicer when it's on white. And yeah, like the outdoor, like I think I took some videos of the grill, which is gonna be great for lots and lots of grilling recipes this summer. I've got a huge list of stuff that I want to test and want to experiment with, and the best part is it is undercover, which, as you know, when it rains, you don't want to be going outside and grilling, but this, we have no excuses now. The backyard's really good. Cupie was loving it, and I don't know if I probably took a video of it, but like the smoker will go into a corner there, which again is great. I reckon all the neighbors are going to be like, what are you smoking? Which is a really good way to make some friends, meet the neighbors. But yeah, excited. Like, we asked for a really short settlement So settlement being like how soon from the day you buy it to when you get the keys for it. So we asked for 30 days because I'm really feeling inspired and energetic to really get on top of some work at the moment, and I think the sooner we can go there and set it up, the better it will be. So yeah, driving back home now, and driving here there was so much traffic because whenever the weather's nice, everyone from Melbourne loves to go to the beach. So that's why it was clogged, and it's going to be a beautiful, I think like 25 or 30 degrees C, and then like 35 tomorrow, so it's going to be really warm. Everyone's going to the beach, but driving back now it should be a lot faster because we're going away from there. So when I get home, I will start the vlog again because I want to try one of those Vegemite bagels that I showed you yesterday, and we'll see if they taste any good. Back now, and yeah, just feel a bit jittery from all that driving, but I am so hungry now. And as promised, I am going to try these Vegemite bagels, Vegemite and cheese bagels, and I think it's got like some cheese sort of stuff on top. But obviously being a bagel, I kind of want to spread something on it. And I was thinking of putting butter, but I think how I usually eat Vegemite toast is with like avocado. So I might put a little bit of Vegemite because you can never have too much, and then some avocado. So I'll show you when I make it. Okay, so I've toasted them up. You can kind of see that it's got like some cheese sort of stuff on the outside, and I just put avocado. And when I slice it in half, because if you've ever eaten a non-toasted bagel, you know that it does not taste good at all. But I tried a little bit of it and it actually tasted like Vegemite and cheese. So we'll see how it goes with the avocado as well. I didn't end up spreading some Vegemite on it because I feel like it might be too much and I want to see if I could actually taste the Vegemite in this. So bon appetit. I'm actually really impressed. Like, it's not super overpowering. So for those of you, I feel like with Vegemite, you either love it or hate it. But recently I found that there's a group of people that like it, and for them, they need to have like the toast, some butter. You always need butter or margarine, and like a little spread of Vegemite. So for me, I love a really liberal spread of Vegemite. I feel like if you're in that group that you just like a subtle bit of it, you'd really like these. And if you're like me who loves Vegemite, add some Vegemite on top of these, and then whatever else you want. But I highly rate these. And sorry, Kiki. I looked at the packaging and it says limited edition. So if I really do love them by the time I finish, I think there's 4 in a pack. By the time I finish all 4, might have to stock up and keep them in my freezer. So we'll see. But I'm gonna finish these off. Good morning. It is Sunday, and it is not even 8 o'clock yet. It is, I think, like 7:40, 7:35, and I'm gonna meet one of my really good friends, Bree. We're gonna go for a walk. So we usually go for a walk every week, or we try to go for a really long walk together, catch up, and talk everything out. But the last couple of weeks we've both been super busy, so we haven't done it. And today's actually going to be super hot. So that's sort of why, actually we kind of walked this early anyway, but like in particular today, can't leave any later than now. So yeah, go walk and meet her. And I think we're going to walk into the city and maybe get a coffee and yeah, catch up. So here with Ree, we got our coffees.
Hello.
She's getting married soon. It is definitely heating up now. It is just after 9:30 and we're still walking, which is good. We both feel like walking, but yeah, I think we're a bit lost. We are where the Australian Open happens, so big tennis courts and stuff around, and yeah, use the bathroom and let us continue and see what time we finish. So I've just parted ways with Ree. I went to the market to get some cottage cheese actually for a recipe that I'm going to be trying, but it is now almost 10:30, so we have walked for like 3 hours or something, so I'll be curious to see how many steps I've gotten, but yeah, it's just really good to when you got like those kind of friends, you can just like walk for ages and chat and catch up on life. And yeah, we usually do this like once a week. Anyway, I'm gonna go home, have some food actually, pretty hungry now, and just see what the rest of the day entails. Probably relax a little bit actually, and it's gonna be super hot today. Yeah. Happy Monday. I am currently at my mum's house. I've got a meeting a bit later today in the area, so I thought I'd come here first, just do a bit of work here, take my sister's dog for a walk, who is currently staying here for a little bit. He is a big chow chow called Panda. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen him a few times before. But yeah, I'm just going to do a bit of work now. If I've got a bit of time, where I'm having the meeting is sort of near a shopping centre. So if I get a bit distracted here, I might just go there and do a bit of work and yeah, show you what I'm up to. Excuse the messy computer, but this is a little sneak peek at our free e-cookbook that we are going to be releasing probably in the next couple of days, actually. It is just as a way to thank all of you guys for supporting the big man's world and, having a way for you to have a bunch of recipes on hand so you don't need to go to the website all the time to have to check it out. These are 20 of my tried and true staples that have tons and tons of reviews. They've been made by so many people, and they're just a bunch of healthy classic recipes. So we've got like a breakfast smoothie, overnight oats. Then the snacks, we've got like peanut butter crackers, protein balls. In the mains, stuffed chicken breast, which is one of my favorites. And a few other delicious recipes, and of course some healthy desserts like my healthy brownies, which are definitely one of my favorite dessert recipes ever. I'll see if I can find the picture. Oh, there they are. Those ones over there, they're pretty and they're absolutely delicious. So yeah, these will be released this week, I hope. This week, I think. Okay, so this is 6 or 7 days in my life. I definitely didn't film everything. I feel like I filmed not much at all and nothing really interesting, but this is what you guys wanted. You guys wanted to see more behind the scenes. I feel like a lot of creators and people on YouTube that do these like weeks in their lives, they make it really interesting of like all the fun stuff that they do. And to be honest, this week, besides looking at our new sort of studio / house, like there wasn't really anything super exciting, but that is life. And maybe next time I do one of these, it'll be a more exciting week. But I hope it gave you a bit of a glimpse into what I kind of do besides creating a lot of the recipes that you see and all the writing and stuff. I will hopefully do another one maybe next week, maybe this coming week, and show more behind the scenes of actually the process of a food post from start to finish, from development up to posting it on the website. I think that'll be quite interesting. But, you know, the beauty of the work that I do is that it gives a lot of scope for variety and also not heaps of structure. You know, like I feel that I can get sidetracked very, very easily, which is why it's a really good thing that now we have the studio house that is, you know, an hour and a half away from Melbourne, because there's not many distractions there. It's near the beach, which is really calming, and I feel like I'm going to be in a really good headspace for content creation, recipe development, and all that fun stuff, and being more productive. Thank you so much for watching this. I know this is super different to a classic recipe video that we have. We've got more of those coming, and there will be much more made when we are at this new studio, but I hope this gives you a bit more behind the scenes. And I hope it's a better way for us to connect, because I think that is really important, that, you know, behind those pretty pictures of cakes and easy dinner recipes, there's more behind it, I guess. I don't know if that even made any sense, but I really hope this is a way that we can get to know each other better, and, you know, you can sort of see more life content or not. And if you don't like this, that's fine as well. You can just stay for the recipes. I'm going to sign off. If you're new here, if you are watching this from Instagram or from TikTok or from Facebook, and you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button if you like. You don't need to. It'd be good if you do. Or leave a comment. Leave a comment and tell me where you're from, actually. Like, I love the fact that our community here with the Big Man's World is so global. I feel like there's some of you guys from countries that I really want to visit one day, countries that I've been to and love, and I can't wait to connect with you so you can tell me all the fun stuff to do there if I ever go back, which I feel like I've not gone to a country where I haven't liked, but that's a story for another day. I'm going to sign off. I hope this video wasn't too boring, and I will see you next time.